right thinkers. Thanks for tuning to your boy, P Funk. Think right at my YouTube classroom where I do what I do for you. Today, writism 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message, message in the story. Not today. I'm getting ready to do my thing. And those who follow me already know what I'm talking about, but let's start with that. I'm going to teach lessons on a regular basis, okay? From the concept of the tree of life. The first lesson we're going to start out with is what I call the psycho-spiritual journey through the principles of creation. Okay? This is like learning how to add 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2. This is the basics of what right thinking is really about. So I need you to understand that. All right? Let's go. First, let's begin with the introduction to ancient Egyptian culture, history, and what we call now religion. But then it was a system, a way of life. That's why I keep tell you, right thinking is a way of life. You'll understand it as we go. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't a fad. No, it's a way of life that I'm living for a while. All right. So let's proceed to break down the tree of life aspects of from the Anuian theurgy. Now, theurgy, spelled Theurgy, means the study of religions, the study of the God's aspects of religion. So you're breaking it down. Not theology, theurgy. Okay? I'll get more information on that as we go too. But see, anything I bring to you, I'm trying to break it down so you can understand it. That way, when you hear the word, you know what it means. You won't be, what that means? No, that's teaching. It's breaking stuff down that you may not understand. Okay? Here we go. From that aspect, which was the earliest aspect tradition of ancient Egyptian religion. Again, they use religion. I prefer to use the term system or way of life. Okay. According to the teachings of the Kemetic mysticism, every human being is on what they call the psycho-spiritual journey in life. When the spirit hits the impregnated female, okay, once that spirit is in that fertilized egg, you are becoming a player a game that we call life, but it's really what they call the psycho-spiritual journey. And in 9 months, after incubating in the womb of the female, when you come out into the world, now, so to speak, the game is on. So unless you get into understanding how this game is played, you're pretty much going to lose. But you get a chance to do it over again. That's the concept of reincarnation. Okay? Let's talk about that too, but one thing at a time. We got a little time. One thing I like about this, I ain't in a hurry. I ain't got to, I watch myself. We say, dude, slow down. Okay, so I can do that now. All right? Here we go. So if every person born into the world is going to be on his or her own psycho-spiritual journey. Watch this. There's plenty of ways to try to discover happiness in life and fulfillment. Most of us search in the world for these coveted goals, which mean we think having a new house, pretty wife, a successful life, that's mean happiness. No, that's just a lifestyle that you set forth for yourself, which is fine. It was a good thing. But that doesn't make you spiritually inclined, doesn't make you nothing other than have a good lifestyle for yourself. Understand that, first of all. Anybody who ever had it all and lost it will understand just because you got it all don't mean you got it all. Understand that. That's the things in life. But once you get spiritual enlightened, you are spiritually enlightened forever. Understand that one too? I know that. Watch this. Here we go. But unfortunately, they can only find what we call limited fulfillment at best in this world. I done had new cars. I done had a good job. I've been married a couple of times. Those are events. Happiness. That's it. Married a few times. That means it didn't work. Well, when you get happiness, it's in here. It's not from the stuff you get out here. That's the point. Okay, watch this. And in the end, all of a person's lifelong achievement, no matter how much fame you gathered, how many cars you own, how many millions of dollars you accumulated, watch this, no matter how grand they are, they all are relinquished. They are relinquished by them at the time of death, meaning you can't take none of your stuff in the world with you. This is why I use the phrase, man, I don't do this for money. Money don't run me. Money, man, listen, if you run by money, then that's a you problem. And when I say that, don't think I don't care or don't respect. I understand it. But remember, it ain't what drives me. That's all. So don't get, oh, you don't hear my money. Don't be ignorant. Okay, that's all. When I'm teaching, I don't get in the battle back and forth. I try to stick with the teaching format. So I'm going to move on. All right. Right thoughts philosophy, along with the mystic philosophy, will show that people are really searching for a deeper happiness, and that if they were to understand how to pursue this happiness, not with things, but with knowledge of self, ooh, buddy, their worldly desires, actions, and experiences would be directed towards an inner spiritual discovery. Again, knowing thyself is that inner spiritual discovery, the anointment, the Christhood, the horsehood that the Christians want to raise and be like Jesus. Yeah, that's what he did. He got knowledge of self. Find out who God was. Yeah. We was doing this way before Jesus. So let's understand that. And if you following his concept, I'm just explaining to you, he adopted our method. He just presented it in a different way. They call it Christianity. That's why I'm not mad at it. I understand it. Okay? So I don't preach against nobody's belief system. Nobody's religious concepts. Nobody's. Okay? Because I don't profess them, I don't subscribe to them, don't mean I'm against them. I have my views. I have my concepts. I have rules that I live by. Ain't no different. Okay, so don't get caught up. Oh, you no, I ain't making nothing up. I'm not inventing that. Come on, man. Again, I'm teaching. My bad. We back down here. The realization of the inner journey is the discovery that you have infinite peace and bliss within oneself. Yeah, I study. Yes, I acquire information. And yes, I do take things that I like that I can use to get my point across. That's what I makes it mine. These views and concepts are in a bunch of books. Remember, I take a piece from the east, a piece from the west, put them all together and make sure I get the best out of it so I can present it to you the way it should be. It's called obtaining information, deciphering it, breaking it down, and then dispensing it. That's all I do. Okay? But it's set out to be a purpose for the listener, for my right thinkers. For anybody who listens to me and follow my views, I'm not here jibber jabbing about this, that, and that. I'm trying to give you information that you could actually use that's going to help you become a better you. All right? Let's go. Sorry about that. When doing this, you discover your inner self. That happiness comes from being happy. Being a grandfather. I can't explain that feeling. I can't give you that feeling. I can talk about it, I can share it, but unless you have experienced that, grandparents, we know. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Us true believers in God, we know why we follow him. Okay? Affirmations for faith and belief comes from the individual. How that happens for you and to you, that's all up to you. I had mine. I'm still living with them. So when you understand certain things, ooh, life becomes a lot easier. Now you become a player of the game. You ain't just in the game. Once you wake up and realize who and what you are, now you become a player. Because I'm a player in life. Master thyself. Get a grip on what you need to do, and once you do that, you become the master of yourself. That's all it is. All right? This is the true goal of living a righteous life. You hear me keep saying, I'm living the right life. Yeah, mine. But I'm doing the right thing with it day to day. Take that serious, okay? If you worried about things that you can't change, if you are having anxieties and all these nonsensical concepts and views about stuff that don't really mean you no good, that's a waste of your mental and spiritual time. That's all I can tell you. So then, in order to successfully complete this journey of life, watch this. We all will need to evolve spiritually. Here we go. Spiritual knowledge. This is what I advocate. This is what I profess. This is my wheelhouse. Why? Because this is what I know. I've experienced it over and over and over again. It don't stop. He don't stop rewarding you. If you continue to do good, he will continue to reward you. This is why his followers follow. This is why I do what I do. Unbelievable. And some people, oh, all of a sudden you didn't got holier than die. No, I just got smart. I just woke up. That's all you got to do. Okay? If we get jealous or, hate, I don't know what that's about, but because somebody else is doing what's good for them, that's a you problem. Don't blame it. If you're a right thinker, and if you're doing what I'm trying to help you to do, people going to look at you and think you're crazy, brainwashed, you want something. But trust me, if you don't get that result, something you're doing wrong. Okay? When people don't look at you as a changed person, and some people would accept it, some people won't, that means you're doing something wrong. And check it, go back, rewind, and see what you went wrong at, because it works. Trust me, when done right. If it ain't working, that just means you ain't doing it right. Like sex, if you ain't enjoying it, you ain't doing it right. I'll be right back. I got some more for you.